Hello and welcome to Illuminations with Tina and Fee, for you who desires a life of joy. I'm Tina, and with me today is not Fee, and you can't actually see us today. It's a bit unusual for us, but today you can just see a lovely picture of my guest. It's Catherine Callender, who's visiting us this time around. She's an authenticity coach and an EFT practitioner from London. And she's joined us to talk about the winter blues. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, and thank you. Yes, we are on video today. I have some bad sciatica, which means I do get some impromptu spasms. So thank you for bearing with me.
Well, absolutely. Of course, we're going to make this as comfortable as possible for our guests. We're so happy to have all our guests here, and really happy to have you on board as well.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So we're talking about winter blues. We have explored it and we have challenged it. And it's always so wonderful to have a guest on board who can give us a different point of view from their own experiences, whether it's professional or personal. Mm-hmm. So I'll just throw that out to you, Catherine. What does winter blues mean for you?
So I have both personal experience and professional experience. Some of my clients that I've worked with do have winter blues, and some of them have sad. And well, for the last 15 years that I can recall and have been really aware of it, I've also had the winter blues. Now, before I say what it means to me, I thought it would be quite important to make a distinction between the two, because some articles do use the words as the same thing. And it is on the spectrum, and people are on varying degrees. And I just wanted to acknowledge that for some people, some of the things I'm talking about might be quite difficult. If they have deep depression, which it is a type of depression when you have seasonal affective disorder, that it's quite hard to show compassion to yourself, to be aware of your thought processes and show some kindness to yourself. So my own experience is winter blues, and it is milder. And I was thinking about this when you asked me to do this talk with you. And I noticed there are some internal factors for me and some external ones. And I wondered if it was okay for me to just mention a few of those.
Yeah, absolutely. This is your spot. Okay.
So because it's quite recent, actually, that the clocks went back. I noticed it usually does sneak up on me maybe a couple of weeks before I start to become aware of it taking a little bit longer to get out of bed, not feeling quite as fresh and vibrant in the mornings as I usually do. That actually, when the clocks went back, the first 2 days, it was like that, like somebody pulled out a plug or flicked a switch, and I was out cold at 8 p.m. And there wasn't any conscious thought process. It was just an immediate and extreme tiredness. Actually, I was sitting up, falling asleep. I fell asleep sitting up, and second day fell asleep with my clothes on, TV on, and everything else. It wasn't even premeditated that I was going to go to bed. So for me, there's quite a strong physical response to while I'm trying to adjust to the darker days. Another thing that I noticed was some resistance. It's something that I've experienced myself, some things that people I've worked with have experienced. And what I mean by the resistance is I should be able to do what I need to do. I should be able to get up like I did a few weeks ago. I should be able to get everything done as I had before. I should have the energy that I've always had. And some of that can cause some frustration. And I think there is something in a bit of acceptance. Actually, there is an adjustment period, and everybody's adjustment period is different. I tend to be affected maybe the first 6 weeks. Some people, it's in the new year that they find maybe they're feeling a little bit low, or their energy levels are low. Everybody's experience is really different, which I think is also something important to acknowledge.
One really interesting thing. Oh, did you want to continue? Because I can't see you now, of course.
No, it's fine.
Good. Thank you. So for that kind of how it happens for you, and also, of course,
Mm.
acknowledging that it's different for everybody. Um, I had a friend who is from Southern Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and what was really interesting was to hear this person's take on the winter blues, because this person had the summer blues.
Mm.
um, because the sun represents something else to this person than it does for me, for example, who's from Northern Europe.
Mm.
Because the sun represents something very positive, whereas for this person, the sun was something rather negative because of those
Mm.
intense summer days that are just unbearable.
Mm.
So as spring started moving to summer, there was this onset of feeling different, and feeling, what you're describing, that happens to you when it becomes darker. It happened to this person when it becomes lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it just hit me this morning. I was thinking, that's really interesting how, that is so kind of the personal experience of what that sun or the darkness means,
Mm.
then can so much affect how one is feeling.
Absolutely, and I think it's important to acknowledge, whether it affects you or not, whether it's intense sunshine that makes you feel low. It's your personal experience, and it's real for you.
Mm,
And sometimes in there, you can. I've certainly experienced it myself, where you think, "Excuse me, my throat's a little dry." When you think how you're feeling is wrong, or you shouldn't be feeling like that. And actually, when I accept, I feel like isn't going to last, and I ask myself, and what is it that I need? You've spoke about Kristen Neff and self-compassion in a few of your talks in the past, and I've listened to them.
mm,
And I really like something that she says was, how can you support yourself in that moment?
yeah.
And I think that's quite a compassionate, non-judgmental way of looking at things. So it's not that you're doing nothing, but it's that you are taking care of yourself, that you are giving yourself what you need. For me, that might be going for a walk in the sunshine. Actually, sometimes it is curling up on the sofa with some candles, watching something, some nonsense on TV that I absolutely love, or doing something that I'm passionate about. But I do think there is a difference in when you accept that it affects you in that way, whether it is the winter blues, or I think what your friend described was feeling low in the summer. Was that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That it's okay to feel how you feel, that there's nothing wrong with how you're feeling, and that your experience is real for you. And then when you support yourself from that compassionate place, then I am able to say, okay, what is it that I need? What is it
Mm,
that's going to help me to function more on a day-to-day while I'm adjusting to this period, because it is a period of adjustment for me.
mm. So you gave some of the things that you do is like walk in the sunshine or curl up on the sofa and watch TV or whatever else. So you said that you've worked with clients as well who
Mm-hmm.
experience the winter
Mm-hmm.
blues. Have you got any other tips to share that somebody who might be experiencing this can take on board and test out for themselves if that supports them?
Well, one thing that I mentioned was doing something that I love, and I think that makes such a big difference. I mean, fortunately, one of the things that I love is going outside in the sunshine and going for a walk. Sometimes that's a 15-minute walk. Sometimes that's that's a walk for a couple of hours. And when I plan, like I know it's a beautiful sunny day today. I have clients today. On Sunday, I know it's going to be a beautiful sunny day again. So I'm going to go for a walk near water, beautiful sunshine. That energizes me. I get the benefits of exercise, and I've done something lovely for myself. And also, I like the candles, and not just the little tea lights. I've also burned the luxurious ones, the ones that people save for when guests come. When guests come or a special occasion, actually, I make myself the special occasion, which
Excellent.
is quite symbolic maybe, but it works for me.
Yeah.
Another thing that I do, there's a yoga pose called leg up on the wall, and it's just putting your bottom as close to the wall as possible, and then lying on your back and putting your legs up on the wall, which does induce a sense of relaxation, well-being. It's known to reduce anxiety, as well as quite good for your digestive system as well. And 5 minutes of doing that, I feel relaxed, I feel at peace, my well-being is higher as well, and I feel good. Looking for other tips.
Do you use tapping at all? I mean, you're an EFT practitioner. Do you use tapping on yourself?
Yeah, I do. And I think actually that works quite well with acceptance as well, because some of the words I say is, for example, even though I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling sad, or I can't do what I would like to do, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And that's quite quick for me, because I really strongly believe it. There isn't any resistance. It is okay to feel how I'm feeling, and I can still put myself to improve how I'm feeling and functioning as well. And there are some other things in terms of, I am me, but I have to interact with the world. And sometimes there's other people around you that don't quite get how you're feeling. It doesn't make sense, or they think it's not real, or they think it's nonsense. And being able to communicate how you're feeling to people that you need to, your partner, your children at a level they can understand, people around you, to say, actually, this is real for me. It doesn't take anything away from you. It's just I might be slow for a little while. I might need to retreat for a little while. I might be quiet for a little while. I might need to stay indoors a little bit more than usual. But then the opposite of that is I am mindful of isolation and how easy it can be when you're stuck outside. I just want to stay indoors. And so I plan. I'm more likely to go out in the evening if I make a plan with a friend, or if I make a plan to do something that I enjoy, and I make sure that I do that at least once a week.
Brilliant. Catherine, we're out of time. It goes so fast, the few minutes that we have.
Extremely quickly.
Yeah, I know. So Catherine, if our, well, I was going to say viewers, but listeners, this occasion, if they want to find out more about you, where can they find you?
Sure, yeah, my website is authenticitycoachinglondon.com.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Thank you, Tina. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you. And for you who've been listening, do let us know your thoughts. Do share this episode with people who may be experiencing the winter blues with all these wonderful things that Catherine has shared with us today. And we will see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.